lot of people are excited that Stephanie McMahon is coming in here today.
I can't believe. Is wrestling having a problem with
Yes.
this audience?
Yes.
Okay.
The wrestling audience is down.
What happened? Where did they go wrong?
I think it's reality television. I think
Yeah.
that, you can tune in Jerry Springer and see people having real fights.
But wrestling has been big right through the advent of Jerry Springer. It just recently hit a snag where the WCW and the WWE had to merge because there wasn't enough audience to support both of these giant things. And now even the WWE is having trouble. I don't understand what they did. They did something internally, I think.
So sometimes it's cyclical, though. Seriously,
Yeah.
sometimes like wrestling is really happening. Like during the Eisenhower years, wrestling was big, and then they say sometimes during times of prosperity, wrestling gets big, and then when times are rough, it goes down. Who the hell knows?
Okay.
There's evidently lots of scientific theory around fake wrestling. But Stephanie McMahon's coming in. I'm anxious to interview this broad because not only is she good looking, she's the daughter of Vince McMahon and has assets like up the wazoo.
Well, is Vince going to stay in too long and lose everything?
I don't know.
That's a good question you should ask her.
Well, here's a more important question. A listener writes, please, can you guys tickle Stephanie McMahon's feet or at least give us a barefoot shot on E? Get her to do anything barefoot. We need to see her feet.
Oh, dear, they're back.
Yeah, just ask her if she's ticklish or anything like that, like you did with Pam Anderson and Carmen Electra. Well, all right. Well, I'll ask her if I could tickle her feet.
The tickle fetishists are out.
Yeah, well, the guy's right. He reminds me that we have
Those
to tickle
are
her.
important questions we've been ignoring.
What about Stephanie McMahon? Is she here yet? Casey, what's going on? I mean, because I'm going to...
I just saw Ronnie walk out to the house. I'm going to go check. I'll see if she's in here.
What is it, Fafafoey?
Miss McMahon is not here yet.
Well, then I
What's
think we
going
got to...
on there?
They called at 8:20, said there was some major problem on the West Side Highway, that they'd be here in 15 minutes, and
Well,
they
I
should be here
thought-
any second.
I think I got to
these
cancel.
New through streets were supposed to solve that problem.
I might have to cancel.
That window is closing,
Yeah.
dear.
Wow.
Honey, you can turn around. It's okay. We'll do it another time. How come nobody's late for a Letterman taping?
Right, they always make it there. Now I understand why they asked them to be there 2 hours before the show starts.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
that's the way it goes. Dave Chappelle's never late.
Nah, man, I don't mess around like that.
And that's the difference between Dave and an heiress. Dave's here.
Yeah.
The heiress is not.
Stephanie McMahon doesn't really have any incentive to be here on time. She's going to be rich no matter whether she gets here or not.
She's a hot rich chick. What does
There you
anything
go.
matter to her?
If she had to earn money, she'd be here on time.
Yeah, what could be nice? My dad is a billionaire. That's a lot of money. $1 billion is a lot of money.
He had $1 billion when $1 billion meant something.
I keep going back to the fact that Bill Gates lost $38 billion, and he's still okay.
I can't wrap my mind around it. I can't even imagine.
I didn't see The Bachelor, by the way.
Oh, you've got to see this week.
Oh, wait. There's Stephanie.
If
Oh,
I was
you're on.
that
We're about to cancel you, Stephanie.
We're bad-mouthing her.
Come on in.
Good to meet you.
That's Dave
Stephanie.
Chappelle. Hey, Stephanie. Nice to see you. How you doing? Take a seat, baby. Let's talk a little bit.
Okay.
You're 26 years old, and your dad is Vince McMahon.
That's right.
And I've been saying you are the catch of the century because any guy who marries you might as well back up the Brinks truck right into Vince McMahon's house.
Are
I've actually
you
heard you say
single?
that before. No, I'm not single. I'm actually dating Triple H.
Yeah,
No, but you're not married. Is what
Oh, no,
I'm
no, no. I'm not married.
Okay.
Well, and what's the deal? Like, you've always been involved with the WWE. I mean, you've always...
Did you ever try to do anything else?
Hell
I never
no.
wanted to do anything else, really. Actually, I've worked for the company since I was about 12 in different ways.
What did you do at 12? Which division did you run?
I was a receptionist, actually, for about 2 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So your dad always brought you up to be in the family business, right?
Well, my dad always wanted us to have a job, and I really wanted to be in the family business. He left it up to us.
And you got, what, 2 brothers?
One brother.
One brother. He's in the business, too.
Yes.
And I guess when your dad retires, you guys take over the mother load, right?
Well, hopefully.
That's the plan.
I mean, he wouldn't cut you out, would he?
Oh, yeah, he could,
Is he a good dad? Is he like a nice guy to deal with?
He's a great dad.
He is.
Yeah, and
If-
very entertaining.
And if you said he wasn't a great dad, would he disown you?
No.
Do you have your own house or do you live with your dad at his compound?
No, I have my own house.
And dating Triple H, we had China on the show. She's
Right.
furious with you.
Yeah,
She said bad things about you.
I'm sure she did.
She said that you stole her man and that Triple H now was going to be your bitch because if if this is just me paraphrasing,
Right.
if Triple H doesn't do what, Stephanie McMahon wants him to do, that'll be the end of his career. So he has to mind his P's and Q's. Is any of that true?
Well, I'm sure, certainly from her point of view, I'm the bitch of the whole scenario.
Because you stole her man.
Right.
But wasn't it easy to do because you look like a woman?
You know,
You're not all muscular and big?
Things just sort of happened there, and, there's always a lot of sides to every story, but, definitely was a big deal for Triple H to date me because, in a way, she's right. I mean, not that my father would necessarily fire someone for doing something to me, but I'm sure it would come into play. Like, if he cheated on me and I was heartbroken over it, I'm his daughter.
He'd get rid of Triple H.
Well, he wouldn't fire him, but, it wouldn't be a good situation.
You'd fire him. You'd find a way to get rid of him. Why not? Why not?
And you change their storyline. You ruin them. You can ruin them.
Yeah, you could ruin them.
You could.
So it's dangerous in a way for him to date you, isn't it?
It was a big deal. It was a really hard decision for both of us to make, more so for him, I think.
Really? But you were so attracted to him because he's very muscular and manly.
I just was attracted to him in every way.
So you're going to marry
Now,
him?
was he with China? Was that sort of an attraction? Like, what kind of guy would be?
Did you think he was a freak? Because China's very freaky looking.
I actually have always thought that China was pretty incredible.
Yeah, but not beautiful.
I do think she's beautiful, but I grew up in a world of bodybuilding and.
But wait a second. Don't you think a guy who goes out with like a she-man, don't you think that he's like a fetishist?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I actually thought it was pretty cool that he didn't care what other people thought about her. I mean, he really, he was in love with her,
So so he was in love with her, but how did you get Triple H away from China?
Well, he was in love with her at one time. They were, but by the time I came around, things weren't so good.
Right.
From as I understand it.
Yes.
And
But they were still living together.
They were still living together, and, there's a whole lot more detail that I'm not
What
gonna
happened?
go
She wasn't
into,
putting
but-
out?
I don't know. That I didn't even want to know.
Yeah.
But by the time, Triple H and I started our on-screen storyline, we just sort of had great chemistry, and it just went from there.
So did you have your father write a storyline that would include you and Triple H together so you could get together with Triple H?
Actually, no, and I was dating somebody at the time, too.
You were?
Yeah, who always thought that I had the hots for Triple H, but I didn't even realize that I did at the time, and I thought, no, God, no.
So how did the romance develop? You and Triple H were working together in close quarters. You have to rehearse a lot of the stuff
Right.
that you do, a lot of the dialogue.
And we're live, and it's very intense.
Right.
And there, I have such an incredible passion for the business, and so does Triple H. And so he was teaching me actually a lot of the in-ring things that I didn't know about and
Right.
wanted to know.
Right.
And it just went.
Do you have a question why he's with you?
No.
No. You know he loves you.
Yeah, I think he does.
It never
Right.
occurs to you that he wants to run everything.
Well, of course, that would probably be a great ultimate plan. But if he screws it up, he, like Howard said before, he's screwed.
Yeah.
And why ruin his life?
Right. He's in a
But
tough
I'm just
spot.
saying, he could, that could be part of the attraction. You have to wonder, especially when your father
It could be,
runs
That's right.
the business.
I guess you never really know when you're with somebody.
Yeah.
How's it work growing up? Your dad was always a very wealthy man from wrestling.
Actually, he wasn't always. From my childhood, mostly he was, but from my brothers, he wasn't.
Right.
Actually, when my mother was pregnant with me, my dad had to take her to the courthouse, and their car broke down, and he was actually in a tow truck
Right.
to go declare bankruptcy.
Yes.
So he really is a self-made man,
Right.
and really made his fortune. But
So how does it work though? Do you have to work? Did your dad give you a salary?
I do get a salary. Well, I'm not only on camera, I'm also behind the scenes.
Right, I know. So you get a salary from the WWE.
Yes.
Okay. And when you were growing up, were you always like in the lap of luxury? Did your dad always give you everything you wanted?
If I really, really wanted something, yeah.
Did you go to private schools?
I did. I went to Greenwich Country Day School.
So that's a pretty good life.
Yeah. Well, and then I went to Greenwich High Public School because I hated private school.
Right. And then at any point, did you think you'd rebel and not be in the WWE?
It really never, I thought about it once or twice. When I was younger, I thought maybe I wanted to be a choreographer because I used to love to dance.
Right.
But, my knees actually got shot, so that shot that idea down. And I've always really loved our product. I have a passion for it. I've watched since I was 3 years old.
You never wanted to rebel and become like a doctor or something?
My mom almost became a doctor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, and does it bother you when your father gives interviews and he says he cheated on your mom?
Not anymore.
It doesn't.
It still is a little like, Dad, okay, everybody knows now. You don't have to rub it in, but
Right. Were you angry with him?
at first, yes.
Is he the kind of father you can yell at and he'll take it and he'll absorb your anger?
He would, but that's not my style.
I see. So do you have any big fights with your father?
I have had some.
But you got to be careful. You don't want him to disown you. He is the mother lode, so to speak.
I've got my own money.
You do?
Where'd
Yeah.
you get money from?
Yeah, where did you get money?
Well, I've been working for a while, and I save.
So you write some of the scripts.
Yep, I help write.
Okay. And you also wrestle.
Yep, I have wrestled.
Okay.
My
But wait a
character's not really a wrestler per se, but I have
Right.
wrestled.
But when you say you write some of the storylines, who is in that meeting? Is it you and Vince and Shane?
And a team of writers. No,
Yeah? Oh.
Shane was at one time part of the creative process, and now he's been more involved in the business side.
All right. So then you write the storyline for you and Triple H.
Oh,
And-
I wasn't writing at that point.
Okay. So you start working with him.
Right.
All right. And then how does he put the moves on the boss's daughter? Does he begin to say, listen, I'm having feelings for you? Or
He
does
was
he
very
just,
flirtatious.
he was.
Yeah.
He said, I'm attracted to you.
No, he would drop hints, and I sort of wondered, like, is he hitting on me? And
Right.
then I thought, no, it can't be. He's just, having
What would he
fun.
say to you? We'd like to know how Triple H makes the move.
I don't know. Well, our storyline was, that we were married and we took over the business and drove my dad out, and so like I would be sitting on his lap and things like that, and
Yeah.
he'd just say things.
Would he pop a rod when you sat on his
Stick
lap?
his hand up your
Well, I didn't
dress or
feel anything if he did.
He probably got a little aroused.
Right, and one time when I was standing around the ring, he sort of crawled around me. He was, on the floor, and he felt my leg, and I was
did.
like, "That's definitely flirtation there."
That's not part of the script.
Yeah, that was not.
And you found yourself getting attracted to him.
Yes, I did.
You didn't mind that he touched your leg.
No, I liked it a lot.
Did you say, stop touching my leg, or did you say, I like you touching my leg?
I just blush like I am now, pretty much.
So many women, sometimes when they like a guy, will begin to touch a man. They like touch his chest when she talks to him, or maybe, put her hand on his back.
It was a very touchy situation.
Yeah.
If he was coming on to me, and I know that it's forbidden in our business for me to date any of the wrestlers.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah. So it
Didn't
was
you read the bylaws? What do you mean it's
Who
forbidden?
knew that there were
Forbidden for-
rules in
know?
the WWE?
That's rules for disownment.
This is forbidden. You're not pronouncing us nothing. I mean, hey, I'm not gay.
By the power vested in me.
Hey, you guys had that character wrong.
We did. I know we did. We screwed
Okay.
it all up.
Whatever.
All right.
Sorry.
So, how does it become a romance? It's very complicated. He's dating another wrestler. Were you dating another wrestler?
No, I was dating somebody outside.
Okay. So he's dating China, who's a big star at that point.
Right, which supposedly they weren't dating at that point.
Okay.
They had a house together and were trying to get out of the house or whatever. It was
You bought that,
Very
okay.
well. I mean, I did
Why not?
for a while, and then I didn't, and then we stopped. We saw each other for a couple months, and then when it came apparent to me that well, obviously she's still living in your house, something's going on. We stopped talking for a long time.
I don't see anything wrong with the fact that they're not married. They both fell for each other.
Well,
What's-
yeah, but does she have to ask her father permission because it's it's against the rules?
Well,
Did you
and-
go to Vince and say, listen, I need the rules broken here?
Well, he could see.
He
What was
saw what was
happening.
going on.
Yeah.
Vince is no dummy.
No.
That I know.
So,
So he sees you messing around with another
and
wrestler.
he gave us the okay, and then he took it away.
He took away the okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was just, if we really were going to be together, it would have to be a big deal. It would have to be the right thing to do. And so he let us come together, and then he made us be apart, and we came back together again. And if it was meant to be, it was meant to be.
You mean
and that
you're
would
talking about
happen.
in real life?
Yeah.
Your father said you can be together, and then said stop being together, and you stopped.
Yep.
Wow.
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 Well, I mean, there were other factors involved too, but
Business.
yeah.
Because
That Triple H, he likes to play it on the edge, doesn't he?
That's
Yeah.
Mr. Danger Man. For
All
real.
right. Here's, you want to hear what China had to say on the show? You
Well,
wanna hear
no,
it?
but I guess I'm going to hear it anyway.
Yeah, hear it anyway. Here we go. Was it hard for you going to work and seeing the two of them in love, and you had to be there around them?
You know what, Howard? It broke my heart every day. It was like a dagger in my stomach.
Are you mad at Stephanie McMahon for doing that to you?
I think that she had a real opportunity to come into a billion-dollar company and as a woman, gain some real respect and do something good in this male-dominated world. And she really disappointed me as a woman, with that type of unprofessional behavior.
If he's able to marry Stephanie McMahon, she's in a billionaire family. I mean, Vince is a
Yeah, but
billionaire.
you think he's sitting pretty, Howard?
Is he not?
Well, I don't know. If I were, none of those other guys have ever gone there, because once you rope yourself into that family, You know, that's a 24-hour job for him now. So be very careful what you wish for.
So you're saying that if for any reason he pisses Stephanie off in real life, that's the end of his wrestling career?
He's going to be Mr. Kiss Ass from now on.
Wow, there it is. There it is. Ha ha ha, she says. What do you think of that?
Oh, she was just telling you how she felt.
Wow. You won't badmouth her.
I have no reason to.
You have the man. So who needs to even get into it? Would you fight her?
Would I fight her?
Yes.
If she picked the fight with me, sure.
You would.
You think you could take China?
I didn't say I think I could take her.
After
but
that Joey
if she came at me,
Buttafuoco fight.
right? If she came at me,
I
I'd have
could
to
take
defend myself.
Yeah, you would defend yourself in a fight.
Now, do you think the business is in trouble, and what is the trouble?
I don't think we're in the spot that we want to be in right now. For a number of reasons. The economy's down in general. Our numbers are down, certainly. We're not where we want to be, but I don't think we're in dire straits by any means.
Okay.
Wrestling is going strong.
Yeah, well, not as strong as we'd like it to be, but
Right.
it's going.
Tom, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Stephanie, big fan, huge fan of the WWE for a long time. I would like to thank Stephanie Howard for, on 2 different occasions, once on Raw and once on SmackDown, for gracing us, the national audience, with the sight of her beautiful breasts.
You know, your
You've
breast.
been topless?
Thank you very much.
Your breast popped.
Oh, you're welcome.
Your breast popped out during events.
It's floating around the internet completely uncensored.
Now, when that happens, is that really an accident, or you planned that out?
It was really an accident.
It really was. Was your
Yeah.
dad mad that your nip was
Well, no,
showing?
I mean, I was horrified, actually. Because if I had planned to do something like that, that's one thing. But when it sort of happens and you're not planning on it, it's a little unnerving.
Somebody said somewhere that you're open about the fact that you had breast implants,
Yes.
that you got them because when you were wrestling, you got to see your body a lot on TV, and you weren't happy with your body.
Right. Well, I lost a lot of weight. I had boobs, when I was heavier, and then I lost a lot of weight, and they were like melted packets of butter, and
Right.
I just didn't like the way they looked.
So when it popped out, you probably liked it because you wanted
You
to show off.
spent a lot of money.
You spent a lot
Actually,
of money
that's
on
not my
those
best
boobs.
angle.
It's not?
No.
I liked it.
That was a really good description of melted packets of butter.
Yeah, actually, it's not mine. A friend of
That's
mine told me that one, but I thought it was accurate.
All right, let's go to Johnny. Johnny, go ahead. You're on with Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Johnny?
I'm all right. Listen, does the name Paul ring a bell at all to you?
Paul? Why would that ring a bell to her?
Well, a buddy of mine named Paul used to sleep with Stephanie and said she was very...
Said
Hello?
she was what?
Vince killed
just
him.
took him out.
Vince just sniped his ass.
Doesn't the name Paul ring a bell to all of us?
He's gone. I was looking forward to hearing what the hell went on.
Right.
All right, well, we'll never know. Double A, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Howard? Hey, Stephanie, I want to ask you a question. The real reason why Stone Cold left is because you used a strap-on on him, and he was, embarrassed.
Did you use a strap-on Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't know what Steve's into off camera,
Right.
but certainly we did not use a strap-on.
You never got into bed with him and used a strap-on?
I didn't.
No.
You know.
All right. Well, that's...
Hey, show your can, Stephanie. Show Howard your can.
Show him my cans?
Yeah, so we can see it on the E-show.
You mean
yeah.
the cans I'm wearing on my ears?
No, she's not that kind of girl. Let's go to Jay. Jay, go ahead. What do you have to say to Stephanie McMahon?
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
All right.
Just want to tell you, I work once in a while at the WWE, and Stephanie is absolutely gorgeous. And everybody down there is down to earth and they're real nice.
Yeah, I think Stephanie's a great catch with the money.
Does Triple H ever worry, since, they fell in love during a storyline, that if they write you a storyline with another wrestler, he might lose you?
I don't know. I guess you'd have to ask him.
So what's the plan? You going to marry this dude or what?
If he asks.
You would marry him.
Yeah.
And how does it work? Does your father give you a lump sum of money where it's a trust and you can live the rest of your life, or is he just going to leave you money in the will? Did you ever discuss it with your father?
No.
You don't know how the whole financial thing works?
No.
But when you go to buy a house, you have to pay with the money that
I like to pay for my own things.
But do you own a part of the business? He doesn't settle any of that on you? Do you have stock? What is the deal?
I have stock, yeah.
You do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Will the wedding be WWE style? I mean...
Hey, well, who knows if there's going to be a wedding?
Right. But would you guys get married in bathing suits and stuff?
We really have not thought about it, so...
Wait a minute, Rico.
Here's China. You're on the air. What is it, China?
Hi, actually, you have to call me Joni because her father took my name away, and that's why I'm calling.
All right, Joni, what do you want to say?
Listen, Stephanie, I'm really sick of you. I would definitely fight you in the ring.
Yes.
and your father had sex with me as well. So I don't feel so bad that you took Triple H from me, you bitch.
Thank you, China.
You know what you can do?
What?
You can go down on me.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he had me going.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Eric. Eric, go ahead. You must have a question.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey.
Stephanie, I was just wondering about, like, a lot of the fans on the internet have been talking about Triple H on Raw, how he's been, like, taking up a lot of the time. I know, like, recently it's been cutting it down. Like, he's been on the show a lot, taking up a lot of the segments, a lot of the matches. Do you have any opinion on that?
Well,
what's the question?
Yeah.
Are they spending too much time on Triple H?
Are we spending too much time on Triple H because he's your boyfriend?
Definitely. I mean, that's my whole thing is just to write my boyfriend into the storyline and run the business into the ground.
Why not?
Right.
Caroline, you're on the air.
Hi. I was wondering, did you get your breast implants removed? Because it looked like last year it was a lot bigger.
That they were swollen last year because I just had them done. So.
Right. So you haven't gotten them removed.
And I've actually still continued to lose weight, which I'm still working on. But so I guess they have gotten a little smaller.
A little bit smaller.
I'm thinking about getting them bigger.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bigger than that?
Just one size, maybe.
What do you got now?
Depends
A
on
C
if
cup?
I can get. No, it's a D.
It's a D.
Yeah.
See,
Why
they
would
don't-
you go larger
Well, yeah,
than
because
that?
I'm a big girl. I mean.
They don't look like D cups.
No.
You could go a size up. Sure, why not?
Here we go.
Why not?
Stop that.
Well, what's wrong with
Will you
that?
pay for them,
got
Howard,
big
like you do
breasts
everybody
now.
I would just do one side bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Get really nuts with it. Go ahead, John. What's up? Come on, one last question.
Howard, it's me again, John. I just got cut off.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, what were you saying, John? We didn't finish with you.
Now, a buddy of mine, Paul, used to sleep with Stephanie and said that she loved to be tied up and loved anal. Big time.
Stephanie, that's a heavy accusation.
It
Even
is.
Dave Chappelle is shocked, and he's done it all.
Wow. That's all I can
Howard,
say.
that's the truth, man. A good buddy of mine.
What girl doesn't like that?
Howard.
Is it true you like anal?
Oh, love it.
You do?
Can't get enough.
All right, so this guy's...
No. I'm open to try anything really, but
Has Triple H tried to give you anal?
I'm sure he'd like to.
He'd like to, but you won't go there.
I probably will at some point.
If Triple H got you hot enough, you would go there. So you're saying Triple H is that... Robin explains to me that women will only do anal when they're very, very hot.
Wait, hang on. Is this the farting or the queefing?
That's farting.
All right.
But I'm telling you that's 100% true, Howard.
According to
I would
your
never
buddy.
make up a lie
So
like
you
that.
have tried
Do
anal
you
with a guy
like
named
to
Paul?
No, Triple H is actually the first Paul I've ever dated. That's how I know that's not true.
Okay. And what about being tied up in bed? Do you
Yeah.
like bondage?
Only tried it one time, and actually it was like completely unsuccessful. I'm sure if it was done the right way, maybe I would like it.
All
But
right. Okay.
I'd have done it and
Howard,
stole that
you
watch.
tell me I'm full of nonsense?
She's saying that you're not telling the truth. She never dated another guy. Paul, what can I tell
Maybe
you?
your buddy's
No,
bragging.
hey, listen, I understand. I understand. I know how it goes.
I have the
Johnny,
feeling
you
she
don't
has
understand.
experimented.
I understand.
I feel I feel she's experimented with anal. I think she's being honest.
Experimented.
Have you experimented with it at all?
I would be willing to.
You would be willing to She's saying she'd be willing to experiment.
Howard, what do you think the chances of me coming down to the studio and getting a shot at anal with her?
Right
is that,
now?
Is that at all in the works?
Right now, yes, absolutely, very good. I'm sure she'd dump Triple H for you.
Everything's
She's
in
definitely
play.
become Triple
Well, let
H
me
for
ask the question: would you give this guy anal if he came down to
Is
the
there a
studio?
shot?
Would I give him anal?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I still got the strap on I used on Steve Austin, so
She'd
yeah.
give you anal.
Give me anal.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Howard. Hold on, man.
With an F Emmy.
Yes.
So you often get that kind of turnaround in the WWE.
Oh yeah.
What is it, Denise?
Hi, this is Denise. I'm a female wrestler.
Yes.
Just wondering, Stephanie, how I could break into the industry, maybe score some steroids.
Denise wants to know how she can break into wrestling.
Taking a duty. Sorry, Stephanie.
All right.
Oh, you guys just had a big win in the Nicole Bass.
Yes, we
didn't
did.
you?
Yes, you did. Now, you beat Nicole Bass. She tried to sue the WWE, but nobody believed she was sexually harassed. Why
no,
is that?
Because she wasn't.
She wasn't
And it was
sexually
obvious she wasn't.
harassed. You feel she was shaking you down for some money?
Well, of course, and actually the jurors made that statement to a lot of press. They said, she was just lying.
She was not credible, and
Triple H, I think, had to testify, right?
Well, I did too.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
yeah, and you did not back down. Most big corporations will back down and just pay off whoever it is suing.
Right, but that's, we're
That's not your
we're
style.
about pride,
Yeah,
and,
that's
and
not their
plus, once you
style.
back down and start paying off people, then all of a sudden
Everyone
more
will be there.
lawsuits come in.
Eric the Midget, who calls me all the time, he's in a wheelchair. He's a big mess. Go ahead, Eric.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Eric.
This
I
kid's...
watch the WWE all the time. I like SmackDown probably better than Raw.
Thank you very much.
I don't mean to bring up your personal history, Eric, but Eric is a midget in a wheelchair. He's got Britney Spears posters hanging up in his room. He's got Stephanie McMahon fixation. Let me say something. You're never going to get laid this way. When girls come up to your room and see Britney Spears posters and wrestlers,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with wrestlers.
yeah, I mean, you got to go after. I told him to go to like a burn center and pick up chicks.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, well, he wants to get laid, the kid. But I'm
he
saying
could
you
pay
got
somebody too.
Yeah, he should set. Well, he doesn't
I
want to
think
do
he
that.
wants a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little above.
Yeah.
So, do you want to just say hi, Eric, or do you have a question for me?
Well, I have a question. One thing I was thinking that WWE should try to do is maybe to improve attendance, maybe make each of the shows kind of a huge party atmosphere by having a band before and after each show.
Is
Come
that
here.
your thought?
What's the matter with you?
You
First
really
of all,
spent time on that.
I detect you putting on your sexy voice for Stephanie. Stephanie, he doesn't have a chance with you. You're very much committed to Triple H.
Well, he hasn't asked.
Yeah, well,
He's
trust
talking
me.
about bands.
Yeah. Well, you do love Stephanie McMahon, right?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Have you fantasized about her?
No, not that.
No.
Tell the truth.
All right, I'm offended.
You've never pleasured yourself thinking about her?
Well, I don't know if I really want to admit that or not.
Oh, you have to admit it.
She's offended.
I'm offended that if you haven't.
Dude, you whacked it a few times to Stephanie.
Maybe.
All right. That's what I wanted to know. Well, I guess the big thing that you should order, Eric, the midget, is pay-per-view event No Mercy this Sunday at 8. Are you in it, Stephanie?
I probably will be.
What do? You walk out in a sexy outfit?
Well, pretty much in a business suit because now my character's changed. Now I've taken over SmackDown. I'm the general manager, and I'm sort of at war with Eric Bischoff, who's the general manager of Raw.
Oh, you know, Artie does an Eric Bischoff impression. Go ahead, Eric. I mean, Artie.
By the power vested in me, I pronounce you gay wrestlers.
It's a good impression.
That's it.
That's not Eric Bischoff? Is that Rico?
If I wasn't, no, that was Eric Bischoff.
That's Eric Bischoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you and
Also,
Yes, Eric.
Eric, go back to staring at the posters. But and when you, this is the thing I don't understand. So you and Triple H fall in love. Does it take him a long time to get into your pants? Does he really have to prove himself to you before you give it up, or do you just get crazy right away?
Well, it took us a long time to get together.
Right. You got
So
together that
when we
first time.
finally did get together,
Was it good?
it was great.
He bangs you very good.
Oh yeah,
Hard.
when I like it hard.
Yeah. Sometimes soft.
Right.
You like it hard and soft?
I like the variation.
You do.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. You
Is
can't
he the
just
best
be-
sex you ever had?
Definitely.
Ever had sex with a woman?
I've not had sex with a woman, but I've had a woman come on to me before. Actually, at our last pay-per-view, I almost had HLA.
What's that?
Hot lesbian action.
Oh, really?
Yep, see, my guys lost a match, and I lost the bet, so I was in the ring, and these two hot chicks, one was in front of me, one was behind me. Actually, one of them does that Playboy night show,
Right.
that night call show.
Yes.
So, they were starting to kiss me and rubbing my arms and rubbing my legs and,
Did you
all
like
that
it?
kind of stuff. Yeah, I kind of liked it.
You ever go to strip clubs?
I've been to a strip club.
You ever think about like maybe getting on with another chick and bringing a chick home to Triple H
I'm sure he'd love that, but I don't know if I could handle seeing him.
with another girl?
Right.
What about you and her get it on and he just watches, sits in the corner and pleasures himself?
I think this is a chick thing, but
Yeah.
to me, it's like then he's getting off on her too. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get there one day. I'm just not there right now.
Triple H shave his legs?
Yeah, he shaves his body.
Do you watch him shave his body?
Do you have to help him?
Is it a ritual?
I don't have to help him. He's actually pretty good at it,
He
but
doesn't shave his pubes, does he?
no, but he's
blonde, right?
he's groomed.
He trims them down.
Yeah.
Are you totally shaved? I think
yeah.
you are. You are. You have no hair down there.
No,
I knew it. I knew it.
except when I've gone a couple days. And
Right. I love that
Do
look.
you wax or do you...
No, I don't wax. I hate waxing. I tried waxing. It's very painful.
Dave Chappelle, your wife totally shaved?
That's the secret, man.
Secret.
That's the secret.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? Someone's going to find out and something's going to happen?
No, man, I can't be talking about
Let us tell you what it is because we know.
my son. My son came out of there. I can't be talking about.
All right. Well, get all difficult.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. She might freak out. I gotta live with this woman. I can't even talk about her vagina on the radio.
I'm talking about myself. It's okay, right?
Yeah, but it's different. I mean, you got billions of dollars, you know, whatever. You hear, you can just say, hey, I got.
Well, his wife is Asian. She's probably hairless anyway.
I mean, yeah, but no, she's saying she got hairless vagina. It's easy for her to say. She's here to say it.
Yeah, right. You got to get your wife.
Triple
If your
H,
wife were here and
she could
said
admit
it, then it's fine.
But yeah, if she said it, that's on her. But like, you know what I'm saying? Triple H was on the radio. Hey, I ain't got no hair on my balls. Everybody's fine.
Well, if he's talking about himself, yeah.
Triple H has no hair on his balls?
No, I didn't.
And I'm saying if he's.
But is that true?
I've not. I don't think he's particularly hairy.
Does he nair or?
No, I don't think he does
There's
anything
no
there.
way
I just
to
don't think there's a
dehair
lot
you.
of.
When you run your hands over his chest, do you feel the stubble and stuff?
He doesn't have a lot of hair to begin with.
I see.
But,
I see.
You know, I like chest hair, but he doesn't have any.
All right. So you two have never had...
not that I don't like him, the way he is.
Right. And Triple H and you have sex, what, 3 times a week?
Well, when we see each other.
Right. That much?
Well, I don't even count.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's time for some HLA, hot lesbian action.
Well, I'm wondering, did she write that storyline for herself to have that bet in there so she
Yes.
could have some hot lesbian action?
Yes. Vince wrote it, and he wanted to see his daughter have some hot lesbian action.
Then we could be on your next show.
Yeah, that
the
is wrong.
father-daughter thing.
All right, listen. You seem very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And believe me, you're a catch of the century. Absolutely.
I don't think you should marry so easily. I think you should make him work hard.
Well, we're nowhere near that, so.
Right. What kind of panties do you wear? Thong?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You know, she's really down to earth. I gotta say, I'm impressed by this.
Yes, me too.
For a billionaire, she's really
Yeah, I've never met somebody.
You gotta qualify it, right, Robbie?
Somebody rich who's down to earth and talks about shaving and panties and.
She's very articulate for someone who went to the Greenwich private school.
Did you go with famous kids to the Greenwich private school?
Greenwich
I don't
Country
really
Day.
remember any famous kids, except they all looked down on me because I was wrestling.
I was going to say, is that a little problem, that you're looked down upon because of where your money comes from?
It just makes me,
Who
want
cares?
to fight, really.
Money's money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
we got our billions, honestly.
the really wealthy
you didn't.
who never had to work and don't know where their money came from.
All right, there it is. Great meeting you, Stephanie.
Very nice to meet you.
Went great.
What's your opinion of Howard now that you've met him?
I think Howard's great. I always have, actually.
Did your father or anybody give you any warnings about coming on the show?
No. My dad just told me to have fun, and that's what I did.
All right, and did you have fun?
I had a great time.
All right, so you'll come back and see us?
I would love to.
Cool, thanks.